Somebody, I got raked over the coals by my husband, number one. Because he said, did you talk to Andrew? I was like, yeah. But I told Lil Phil. So, yeah. But I don't know why we're like that. I'm like, I don't like to bother people. But she's like, I'm just down the street. I got to drop my son off anyway.
I feel like a lot of times we don't want to do anything. We don't want to do that because we're looking at, well, on the back end, what if they turn around and be like, I'm the one who helped you when you did such and such and he had that and going on.
And then I say, well, you shouldn't have done it.
Exactly, you chose to.
I spoke out and I asked for help
because you said you said you was willing to help, right?
That come from
And when I
toxic
asked-
relationships.
Yes, but that's also knowing your audience. You should know your circle.
Yeah.
Sometimes we find out the hard way about this. And
then that person in that circle has to get cut.
I was like, girl, what? I felt like a celebrity. And I felt bad because I was like, oh, she going to be in all that traffic going back home. Talked to a lady. She was like, girl, I did a shortcut. I was at home no time. So when you got, like she said, a good circle of people and you don't mind, asking, but I'm that person. I don't want to bother. I don't mind doing for everybody else when they come down to me. Like, I don't want to bother anybody. She helped me out last week. Real good. Even my husband, he was like, I can take you to work. I was like, no. I already called Uber. Hadn't called no Uber. But I was like, I don't want to make him extra late for work either.
That's
so
okay.
I was last week, Lord, you got to forgive me for all the little white lies.
You're just learning to receive. That's all.
Yeah.
You give it so much.
But it's
and
also
hard for you to
trusting
receive.
people too. Because again, you've been like superhero to everybody. You're the one that's always pouring into people. So you gotta enjoy.
Sometimes I feel like I pour enough, but
Girl, you would take out breadcrumbs and everything.